Hello everyone, my name is Xander Briggs, and today I have an alternate build for Jade's ElectroMech from the Tournament of Elements season. This set retailed for about so we'll take a look at the minifigures later and the other parts of the set a little bit later, but just in case you wanted to know, if you want to build this set, there are some extra pieces, including all the gear mechanisms used to build it, as you can see. And those also come in black as well. And then there's also some extra Technic rods and just some extra droid body parts, another Technic piece with a little pin right there, and just some other miscellaneous parts, as you can see. So yeah, with all that out the way, we will go ahead and take a look at the set. If you guys do want to see a tutorial on how to build this, let's get to 20 likes and we'll do a tutorial on how to build this set. But other than that, let's go ahead and review the set. So first up here, we have the Jade Blade Shrine, and as you can see, it includes shoulder blade parts from the original part of Jade's Mech, as well as two of the feet little stickers from Jade's Mech, and the two mechanics used to flip up the shoulder blades from Jade's Mech. I used a lot of Jade's Mech here, or at least its parts, to kind of get the feel of a old, kind of not like old, but like a rundown kind of robust kind of shrine. So it's got the four blades up top, two sets of those. It's also got two golden swords at the side, just for a little bit of flair. And in the middle is the Jade Blade itself, which is on a stand made from parts of Jade's Mech's foot, and the base stand for the Anaconda little sniper that came in the set. Now this thing, when I built it, I intended for it to be on water. So as you can see, there's a nice blue base there that it's on to represent the water. If you actually tilt the lamp, you can get a better look at that. There are also multiple steps leading up to the shrine itself. And to get the tilted look from the Blade Shrine, I use various mech pieces. Turn around. I use various mech pieces from Jade's Mech, different types of ball joints, things like that. Stuff like that, just to get the nice feel of it. Put the lamp back up. Under it, under is less of an enjoyable view. You can see there is the one white 2x6 that came in the set. I just use that to connect everything together. We also have this 2x6 right here, which is used to connect the steps at the front. And then you have various shoulder pieces on the side, which I use to stabilize, as well as 4 yellow studs two on each side, which I use to stabilize, just like the shoulder blade parts. So that is it for the Jade Shrine. I think it was a pretty nice build. It was actually what I built first, and so with the remaining parts, I had to build the Electro Stomper, as what I like to call it, as it is a smaller version of Jade's Mech. So let's get on to that. Okay, so here is the Electro Stomper. As you can see right off the bat, it's got the nice Ninja of Lightning symbol right there. Let's see if we can get into focus real quick. We can't get into focus, but if you move it back a little bit, you can see it's got the nice symbol right there. And we turn it around, do a 360, you see the legs are actually made up of spare parts. We move it back, the legs are actually made up of spare little parts. Turn it back around, you see there's another piece of a sticker which I used, and just more of the extra pieces of the set which I had to use to get that feel of a small kind of mech. So with the actual mech itself, I have this arm, which is the right arm. It is connected from a ball joint. It has the two bow and arrows, or the crossbows, that the Anaconda uses in the set. Has two of those. Also has a stud shooter mounted directly in the middle of them, and an extra stud at the back for when you fire off this stud shooter, like so. Push it, boom, fires off the stud. You can use the one in the back to reload that. Then on the right side, this kind of copies the actual mech, because on the right arm there is an actual blaster, and on the left arm there is a spot to hold a sword. So on the Electro Stomper there is a spot to hold the sword on the left arm, but you see it only has 2 fingers, 1, 2, and it's got a nice extended sword right there. So when you put the fingers right there, it doesn't hold the sword, but the Technic pieces do a good job of keeping it in place to make it have that feel. And just under that arm with the sword, if you flip it under just like so, to where the sword is facing at the back, you now have a a stud shooter right there, which you can go ahead, shoot off. And then there's another stud on the bottom of that, which you can use to reload. So here's the Electric Stomper. Once again, there's nothing too interesting with the feet. They are made out of pretty much extra parts. Just some of the things make them look decent. Right there, right there. Nothing too special. And there is the console. I put it right there because I really didn't want to leave it out. I'm putting the extra parts pile because it's such a good piece. So when you put a minifigure in, you can see Jay. I have Jay right here, and his electric hammer. I'll show that off when I do the review. So you put him in here, and he can just bend down like that, and he's still able to press the buttons on it. And also another fun fact is, whoever you put in the mech, once you turn it around, there's actually a clip right here. Nice little clip. What you can do with that is take your minifigure weapon of choice, or take your minifigure's weapon of choice, like Jade. I made him the electric hammer for this set, and you can clip it on so that it doesn't disturb them while they are piloting the mech. So right there you see you can clip it on, turn it back around to the front. Doesn't look too bad. You barely can see it actually. And Jay can do his thing with the sword, the bows, the stud shooters, all of that in the Electric Stomper. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures and the weapons I made them for this set. Alright, so first up we have Jay from the Tournament of Elements right there. Nothing has changed about his minifigure from the actual set, but what has changed is his weapon. In the set, he had a sword, a double-bladed sword with a golden katana on one side and the green jade blade on the other. But for this rebuild, I actually gave him the electric hammer, as I call it. It's basically a huge staff, and on the top of it is the metal parts of a hammer fit out with electricity studs on all sides. As you can see, simple build. You just take the staff that the Anaconda had from the original set, a couple extra stud pieces, and you just make this electrical staff or electrical hammer. Next up was the Anaconda. Once again, nothing has changed about his appearance for this set. He's still got the headpiece, the armor, everything. But what has changed is his molten staff, or his molten scythe. What I did here was I took some extra Technic pieces along with a little staff piece right here. Now, what does note is that this piece right here, this blade, is not actually red in the set. It is a dark tan-ish color. I just lost the piece and I had to use this, and it actually turned out to be a nice molten, like hot red lava staff. Now, if you do have the original set at home, you can just put the normal piece on and make it a normal scythe, staff, or whatever you call it, and use the Technic pieces to space it out. So basically just a staff with that nice big blade at the end to deal some damage from a distance. And those are the only 2 minifigures in the set. Once again, no changes to them other than their weapons. And yeah, let's get on to the final little conclusion for the set. So there you guys have it, the Jade Shrine and the Electro Stomper, made from the original Jade's ElectroMech from the Tournament of Elements season. And there's not a whole lot I could really do with this set to make it, you know, more kind of neutral themed. All of it's blue and it looks more like a J theme, but that's mainly because the whole set, the original Lego set, is the main focus is Jade's mech, and they only give the Anaconda soldier here a small little like turret or a little crossbow turret. But that's it for the set. If you guys want to see me do an actual review on the actual Jade's ElectroMech, let me know. Also, if you guys want to see a stop motion on this before I take it apart, rebuild it into the original form, let me know about that too. Once again, 20 likes for a tutorial on how to build everything in this set. The only thing I think I could have done better was probably use the extra pieces maybe in a more efficient way. I spent like 2 hours building this. I spent like 10 minutes on the shrine, maybe 15, and the rest was on this mech. It was so hard to build without the extra pieces, mainly because I didn't know what to build. I didn't want to build another mech because that's what the original set already contains. I debated on building a flyer for the Anaconda, a dragon for Jay, but none of those really seemed to work out, but the mech seemed to just be the perfect fit, so I went along with that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the set. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe for all things Lego. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you later.